Do you ever feel overwhelmed or bombarded with your own negative thinking? About this time, you may be feeling like, I can't handle this. This is a pretty common reaction for people who've become conscious of the difference between the fear-based right-wrong perspective and the loving perspective of life. First, they hear the major limitations that they've been running, those big, giant core irrationalities such as, I'm unworthy, or I'll never succeed. But soon, they begin hearing the more subtle dozens, hundreds, then thousands of slippery little fear-based thoughts that seem to be running in a never-ending stream of gloom and doom. Yikes! This can seem daunting. Once you've awakened your neutral observer to help you monitor your thoughts, it may seem like no irrationality will slip past you. This means that you might have gone from having a very minimal level of awareness about your limiting thinking to having a heightened awareness overnight, having each and every negative thought brought to your attention instantly. For some people, asking their neutral observer to alert them to each and every irrational thought may be too much to handle. They might feel overwhelmed or go into sensory overload. Understand that your neutral observer works for you. It's up to you to decide, and only you to choose how much or how little information you would like to receive from this part of your consciousness. This means that you have the power to set parameters for your neutral observer, knowing that this part is here to serve you for your growth. You could set an intention to become aware of only those thoughts that are the most relevant, vital, or important to your soul's growth at this time. Or you might ask your neutral observer to only point out severe lack thoughts, to narrow it down to those thoughts of unworthiness, or to only red flag self-judgment. In this way, you might be able to work on only one major issue or upset at a time. Imagine that your neutral observer has a volume control, like an automatic light dimmer switch that can be raised or lowered to shed the amount of light you wish to receive at any given time. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Personally, I was so eager for freedom. I wanted to work as quickly as possible through my curriculum once I had tools that really worked. This meant that often I was bombarded with information. My neutral observer was red flagging every other thought for my attention. There were a few times where I felt like I just couldn't keep up, and I turned it down a little. The amount of information lessened, I was able to get caught up, and then I went back on full throttle. The universe never gives us more than we can handle. Even knowing that, it is okay to set the speed of your own awareness to a manageable setting. Say, I have the power to decide how much information I wish to receive from my neutral observer. Action step. Place your neutral observer on a manageable setting of information. Declaration. I now set my neutral observer to a manageable level. I am now responding to my irrational thoughts with grace and ease, diligently handling anything that is brought to my conscious awareness. I am at peace with my process. And breathe it in. Many blessings of joy and vibrant freedom.